Everybody bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, guys. We got emergency news, let's skip to it. We'll get to our video at the end here. I just want to go ahead and jump down to the nitty gritty of it. Guys, this just in, breaking news. Everybody should go check your stocks, make your plans up. Like I said, I was prepared for this move, or prepared for this day to play the arbitrage. AMC revised stock conversion plan approved. They just approved this settlement, of course, at the end of after hours. Like, this is just horrific. Again, like I said, I'm playing it both ways. I'm holding on to my AMC shares. I just scooped up some APE shares to play this because, like I said, they're not about to just get me. Everybody has to have their own plan formulated, but let's get down to it, guys. We're going to skip the intros. Like I said, this is the emergency information. Just reading in, this just came in August 11th. It says 2:37 p.m., but this just dropped. AMC Entertainment Holding, Inc. one court approved of stock conversion plan that has spurred shareholders' lawsuit and cast a cloud over the movie theater chain's effort to secure new financing. The settlement approved on Friday includes extra shares for individual investors, so they're supposed to be given extra, I guess that's extra AMC shares, thousands of whom had opposed it, citing the dilution of their shares among the concerns. Many of them fueled the pandemic-era meme stock rally that saved AMC from a bankruptcy. The ruling by Delaware Chancery Court Judge Morgan Zern caps a protracted and bitter legal fight over AMC preferred equity units, or APEs, which pitted the company's top executives against part of the retail investor base. Last month, Zern surprised the markets by rejecting the earlier version of the settlement, sending the value of the AMC regular shares soaring to the and APEs plunging. She found the original deal waived too many potential claims against the company. The settlement has been valued at as much as $120 million, depending on AMC's volatile stock price. It wasn't immediately clear when the APE conversion would take place, but AMC officials have said they hope to raise new financing by the middle of this month. So they're moving this thing quick, guys. We knew this would happen. Y'all need to prepare it. Come in on Monday. I hate how they did this, but like I said, everybody should have after hours trading, whatever you're going to do. Like I said, not saying to sell your shares, but I do recommend, not financial advice or what I'm doing, right? I'm picking up APE shares because obviously those could be converted to AMC shares. So you'll be getting AMC shares for the low and also being able to catch in on some of this rally. We'll take a look at the charts here, but let's finish reading out on this. The case began when a pension fund and other shareholders challenged plan to let APE holders, many of them arbitrageurs betting on the stock's conversion, vote on AMC's recapitalization proposal. Hedge fund Terra Capital LP holds roughly 30% of APEs. More than 2,800 shareholders opposed giving the APE investors a vote. In rejecting the earlier version of the settlement, Zern cited sections that would have waived any claim by the holders of the common stock, including those also holding APEs. The resubmitted settlement included a narrower release waiving only claims that relate to the ownership of the common stock. We'll leave it off right there, guys. Double tapping in our charts. As everybody should know, there was just a massive random dip. We're down. It was at heights, I think, somewhere around 29%. AMC's climbed back up to around $4. But like I said, we just dropped off the clip from $5.26. Inversely, as I said, with the arbitrage, we've got APE that was at $1.78 and climbing now is up the 28% that AMC has dropped. Ironically, like I said, I picked up on there around 17%. This is crazy what's going on here. But it's sitting at $2.30. I wanted to get this out quick so everybody's aware. You don't want to catch this getting off work late, so we're going to have this information out early. Taking a recommendation from one of our family members, kind of break the videos up in kind of like 10 to 15 minute segments as far as talking about different topics. Obviously, we'll probably have a video coming out about our XRP and different stocks, things like that. But like I said, I need to get this information out there quick. Y'all can see the volatility that's going on here. Pulling on through, still AMC sitting at zero shares available. We knew this had to be pushed through. They were tapped out, and somehow they managed to get Judge Zern to pass this through. Zero shares currently available still. With cost to borrow, sitting around 243% on the last current shares. Obviously, it's going to be higher on the average. This still currently will be the 34th day our AMC is on the threshold securities list. Want to get that out. We don't know how long that's going to go, as in my personal opinion. And like I said, we can't say what's going to happen, but all of us have our different interpretations of what's going on. We have some family members that don't think this is a bad thing. Some that do. Like I said, we're not judging everybody. My standpoint is that was firmly against the AMC reverse split. But like I said, I'm playing both sides of it. You're not about to just catch me slacking, which is why I'm going to get this information out here, guys. And again, another point to why I say 20% of your money should be invested in stocks like this, swing trades, day trades, the rest of it into long-term portfolios, because this right here is nonsense. Top A in my personal opinion, fraud, right? Put it on through. AMC short interest sitting currently as of today at 27.49%, 38.41% free float with, I think it actually hit up to 199 million shares on loan. As we see, cost to borrow around here at 253%, and utilization at 81.99. But like I said, that's going through there. We're going to watch our Chares Payne video. But like I said, I want to get that information out there. I'm going to get this edited up and posted as quickly as possible, guys. Like I said, everybody should have a plan. And if not, you need to make a plan right now of what you're going to do, what you expect, how much money, if you're over leveraged, under leveraged, things like this. This is up to every single person. But like I said, I told you I'm planning. I had already leveraged to the point of where, or downsized my position to the point where I could diamond hand whatever was going to happen. And I meant that. So like I said, I'm in that bad boy. But we are sitting at, what are we currently sitting at now? Y'all can see the swinging right now that's going on. AMC climbing back up to $4. What a doozy. But like I said, let's catch our Chares Payne video so I can get this thing posted up here, guys. I want to jump straight into it. Let's get down to it. And again, title of this, financial media continues to let down investors. I said this is ironic. This comes out. Let's get it, Charles Pizzle.
So earlier in the show, I had a great conversation with Ann Berry about Sam Bankman-Fried, who became this sort of boy wonder, Birkenstock shoe-wearing kid who somehow pulled the wool over Silicon Valley's eyes, and that meant they're pulling the wool over your eyes. You know, I think this is a good time in the show, that as we end it, to talk about also the role in all of this of financial media, who continue in many ways to let retail investors down. Retail investors, also known as our viewers. And even they've even gone a step further in the last few years, just totally disrespecting our viewers by calling them dumb, and always finding a way to laugh at their expense. Give you an example. So yesterday, I'm toggling the channels. I see CNBC, and you get this breaking news coming out on WeWork, right? And there was a chuckle. The stock. Someone commented something to the effect that the stock had been beaten down so much that it was a meme stock, right? Of course, the inference was that the dummies on Main Street would now start to trade the stock higher. You know, of course, the story was different when Adam Neumann, the founder of WeWorks, was making the media rounds, including financial media, to sell his vision of the world. And by the way, he was being lauded, absolutely lauded. Like Sam Bankman-Fried, they treated these guys like, yeah, they had the answers. And guess what? You wanted to be part of the action. And of course, he laid it on thick about growing up, loving a sense of community while living on a kibbutz. But he was also curious when he was young, right? Because he was living there and everybody was paid the same salary. So he said to himself, well, golly, you put in more work and someone makes as much money as you. And he claims that was the inspiration for WeWork. It was a capitalist kibbutz. But Silicon Valley, they, of course, love the idea, right? Here's the thing. They did 23 rounds of funding. They raised $22 billion. And as a private valuation, this company went to $47 billion. Now, they couldn't pull off the IPO. Too many things started going wrong. If they could have pulled it off, you would have bought this at $100 billion. Instead, it became a $9 billion SPAC. Now, it was obvious at that point, Wall Street knew this was a scam. I mean, that explains the reason it wasn't an IPO at 100 and it was a SPAC. And
guys, what Charles is alluding to is something that is something that we talk about every single day on this channel, as far as knowing high pricing power, companies of the future, and then the difference between, like I said, we love Wall Street, we love the money you made, but you've got to keep your eyes out here. We love our meme stocks. Some of the most exhilarating, fastest money can be the harshest money, can be a loss of money, but it's truly and remarks the truest sense of a gamble when you're taking on these companies, especially when you have rogue CEOs, somewhat like he's talking about with WeWorks, AA and AMC, the COSM's CEO, GTI CEO, that stand there and at our expense utilize our money. But like I said, this is why it is vastly important to, like I said, have a mass majority of your money in long terms, and then you have 20% at max, 10% if you're trying to be in a safe zone of your money in these what they would call meme stocks. I really don't like the name specifically, just meme stocks, even though that's what we cloud them as, because it seems like it's a joke, but realistically, high risk. That's what the name of them is. It's just high risk, high volatility stocks. But like I said, it's imperative for people to understand It is them versus us. Never forget that. I don't care what the CEO comes out and says, blase, blase. If they're not putting their money where their mouth is, that's irrelevant
And
to
they
us.
rushed it. They had to get, some people had to make an exit. Remember, you're the exit. The stench was getting so bad that everyone could smell it, so they went ahead and did a SPAC. So now the stock has been crushed, absolutely hammered. And guess what? You're absolutely right. Some retail traders are looking at it, kicking a can and say, we want to get in it. We can trade this thing. They shouldn't be the butt of jokes, though. That is despicable. By the way, I would rather buy this stock at 20 cents, okay, than at down 99.9% than when the media was telling me the smart money, demanding that I buy it, demanding that you buy it. Think about that for a moment. When this stock was extraordinarily higher.
Cue to how big this is, and again, everybody already knows this, how big money and the same people that you fight every single day own and have their fingers in mass majority of this media company, which is why I do like to come to Fox. Can't say if Fox is or not, but one thing I do know is that they do come out unprecedentedly and come out and drop it how it is, just how it is now. Calling it for what it is. This should be illegal to sit up here and say, but they'll say it's illegal for us to make up a YouTube channel and say, everybody buy this. That's illegal to do. But they can adversely go on media and say, hey, don't buy this stock while it runs up, and then tell you to buy another stock that's going to crash down.
They said it was a good buy. You know, I've seen actually stocks rise out of the ashes before. I was short Alexander's. It was a department store in New York. They were going to file for bankruptcy. Everyone thought the stock was going to go to zero. Turns out that their real estate was worth so much, so instead of going to zero, it went to like $500 a share. The bottom line is people are buying something at this moment. They know what they're getting into. They know it's a 20-cent stock that's in trouble. But when the smart money was offloading this junk and pulling the wool over Main Street's eyes, they were saying, get in there. Now you're dumb for buying it. So same thing with economic data, folks. All of this stuff, it just never changes. All I'm saying is, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate that you watch us to learn for guidance, and the best you can get sometime out of us is to dish you. To dish you, ironically enough, for buying the crap that was foisted on you by the brilliant folks on Wall Street, and often they're talking mouths, the talking heads that work for them, not for you. I work for you, okay? I want you to do well. I'm not always right. Believe me, this is a humbling business, but I can tell you right now, what you should never be called dumb money again.
Hey, much love to you, Chares Payne. Like I said, guys, we're going to hurry up and get this out here, guys. We're all in this together. Like I said, I'm standing with you, boys. You know, I'm not dumping my position. We're going to see how this plays out. But like I said, I am picking up on this arbitrage. I am a trader. I'm not about to just sit here and stand beside. I'm about to make that money one way or the other. This arbitrage, if you know, and everybody knew this was arbitrage. I told y'all that 5 months ago how my idea was on playing this. I had money sitting on the sideline just for this moment, and I'll activate that. And like I said, I feel it's my responsibility to go ahead and get this out here. And not they already snuck us at the end of after hours. You know, if you're gonna do something like this, give us some type of warning. You know, you can't do it where we're sitting over here. Boom. Now we've got the whole weekend. If people that don't get this information, by the time Monday hits, the volatility that's about to come to both of these two stocks, AMC and APE, is going to be insane. Like I said, we're going to be talking over this over the weekend. Guys, down in the comments, everybody put your sentiments, put your plays. Like I said, y'all keep the negativity out. You know what I said? We're coming together and putting our ideas and what everybody thinks in it. Don't just come in, I don't want to hear any, oh, y'all are dumb. Nobody's trying to hear that. What I want to hear is how you're planning on doing it. If you're planning on just sitting there holding it, if you're picking up APE and AMC, if you're planning to arbitrage, what your tech, guys, if you are selling out of stock, we understand you can put that down as well. But like I said, guys, we're talking about business, we're talking about money. And like I said, for those part of the XP game, y'all know this is nothing compared to what's coming. Like I said, more and more testament to why I'm so firmly advocate on the crypto space. This is nonsensical. We've been sitting up here this long. And this goes to test and let you know, hey, did they know something? Because for them to have played this charade for this long, as though they knew there was a deadline coming, hey, that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I'm not into conspiracy things like that. I know there was something going around that somebody in the court, a judge, AMC, I don't know, neither can I say if she can, but like I said, this mighty ironic that they could suppress and hold this stock renownedly through all this fraud, and just magically this happens and occurs. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. We're making our money. We're not going to sit here and sob on it. We're about to figure out things to do about it and make our cash irregardless. Much love to y'all. Hey, this is the Money Mafia. We sticking this thing through. We doing what to do. More episodes coming. Like I said, we're going to break these down in these 10 to 15 minute spans, talking about our different topics, things like that. Much love to y'all, boys. Hey, let's get down to it. And y'all always know how we going to still close this bad boy out. Hit him with it. Hit him with it. Let's get gritty. Yes, sir!